Hello, and welcome to another compelling episode of Neil's Wonderful World of Cocktails, where I put the cock in cocktail. This episode is going to be a special drink. It's called the Juicy Caboosy, the drink, and it is a barbecue sauce, bourbon, and beer with a couple interesting ingredients also in with it. Couple new ones that I've never even one new liqueur that I've never even heard of. Really excited to do the drink. I have the mandatory cocktail making beverage here, Hofbrauhaus Hefeweizen, which will actually double as an ingredient in the drink. And little backstory on the Juicy Caboosy barbecue sauce, bourbon, beer drink. It's in honor of a girl I once knew, whose butt reminded me, put you in the mindset of barbecue sauce and the possibilities for out thou with barbecue sauce. So, if I could describe the girl, she had a donk and a half, if that makes sense. I mean, it was like, woo, woo. But so it kind of got you excited to get going in the day, But so that's a little backstory on that. Why don't we dive right into the drink? So let me get over here so you can maybe see a little better. I'm gonna grab my standard shaker. We need to put a little ice in there. I thought about using ice balls for this drink, but I was like, I don't know if that'll really work. So, filling up our shaker with ice, and there's about 5 or 6 ingredients. I know I normally run down through all of them, but I'm not going to be able to remember them, so you'll have to pay attention as I make the drink. A couple more ices there. It's all about one shot. Everything that goes in is about one shot worth, with the exception of the Hefeweizen beer, which will be 3 shots. And we're going to add another half shot to a second shot of my bourbon. So, first thing I have to do is, and I feel bad because you might be looking away from me a little bit, but I'm basically taking an orange because there is fresh squeezed orange juice in the drink, and I'm gonna make a nice garnish for the drink, and I'll probably use this section because it called for about an ounce of orange juice, so I'll probably use that and save the big one for later. But so we have our garnish. So I am going to add fresh squeezed orange juice. And I think you guys will really like this cocktail. It's a great fall cocktail. And I didn't get quite as much juice out of that as I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the half slice and try to power squeeze that a little bit. That's nasty right there. All right. So we have our fresh squeezed orange juice in the drink. Now we are going to add about an ounce, about a shot's worth of barbecue sauce water. And I made this a day in advance. You take equal parts, it doesn't matter how much you make, you take equal parts barbecue sauce and steaming hot water, and you mix it with preferably one of these. And then you refrigerate overnight. And you want to make sure there's nothing clumpy in there. So I brought this down. I made it yesterday. I brought the whisker down here to give it another quick whisk before I put the barbecue sauce water in the drink. So now I'm going to do this over here because I don't want to spill any of this on the floor. We're going to add about a shot's worth of barbecue sauce water. Shot and a half, a little bit more. Okay, so we got the orange juice and the barbecue sauce water in the glass. Now, this is the new ingredient that I had never heard of before, and it's honey liqueur. I don't know if you guys have ever made a drink with honey liqueur, but it's definitely a first for me. I probably should have opened this damn bottle before I did this. Of course, it's like a really fancy bottle. There we go. It was actually about $18 for this. I was hoping to get a small bottle for cheaper, because when the hell else am I going to use it? But so we're going to add about a shot of honey liqueur. That's probably about a shot. So that can go in there. And now the fun part. The beefiness, the muscle of the drink. For the Juicy Caboosy barbecue sauce drink, you have to go with the working man's Jim Beam for a couple reasons, because it's appropriate and ironic, but it's also, it would be a waste of money and good bourbon to put in, to mix with barbecue sauce water. So I had this laying around, so we're going with the working man's Jim Beam, and we're going to add a couple shots worth of that. We want it to be kind of bitey. I'm keeping track of how many more ingredients I need. So we got the shot of barbecue sauce water, we got honey liqueur, bourbon, fresh squeezed orange juice, and now the last ingredient is the beer part, which it calls for Hefeweizen beer, and I forgot to say where this is from, but this is actually Hofbrauhaus Hefeweizen beer. If you've never been to the Hofbrauhaus, their beer is much better there than opposed to buying it, might produce in bottles like this to buy at a distributor. Their beer's much better there. So if you're going to try Hofbrauhaus beer, I'd suggest actually physically going there. But so we need about 3 ounces of this, which should be perfect to just fill that up to about the top of the shaker. Okay. So in the shaker, we have fresh squeezed orange juice, barbecue sauce water, Jim Beam bourbon whiskey, honey liqueur, and Hofbrauhaus beer, which are your ingredients. So we are going to give this a quick shake. Not sure why that's happening. Maybe not so violent of a shake. There must be something combustible in here. Alright, so I'm going to put that back over here. That's shaken well enough. Take our top off. And I chose, appropriately enough for the Juicy Caboosy, I'm choosing a champagne flute. We're just going to strain that out. That's got really nice color to it. I'm gonna level with you. When I first heard of the barbecue sauce beer bourbon cocktail, I was a little skeptical. But when I've heard about the barbecue sauce water, it kind of made sense as something that might be actually not that bad. So, and I'm going to garnish this. This is a little big for my champagne flute. But I'm going to garnish with my orange. And there you have it. One Juicy Caboosy barbecue sauce bourbon beer cocktail. Let's just give this a quick shot. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not overwhelmingly barbecue, which is what I was kind of afraid of. If you're looking for something different to eat with, like, chicken wings or something with, like, a rub on it, you know, like, if you're looking for something different to have a glass of with some really good chicken or something, or with your lady, Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, there you have it. The juicy Caboosy. I hope you enjoyed the video. More information on hoodie sales coming up here. They're going to be rolling sales. I'll probably order once a month. So if you're ever interested in a hoodie, let me know. I'll get you the colors, and you can pick from many colors. So hope you enjoyed the video. Love you guys. Cheers. Stay buzzed.